Hello guys, this is Karen. Welcome to my Orb 66 channel. Today I'm using my new deck my sister bought me, The Heart of the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud and Wendy Froud. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful cards. And I'm teaming it up with his other deck, which I've had a very long time, which is the Faeries Oracle, also by Brian Froud, and text by Jessica Macbeth. Now I've just actually got this first card. I've just actually got the deck, and I'm still getting to know them and trying to gel with them, so try and have a little bit of patience, as it were, with the reading, because it might be, have to really, once I get used to and gel with the cards, then my intuitive messages really do flow. And this deck is 68 cards, of which 3 are blank for you to make your own mind what you feel they are. And also there's the fairy queens, there's the queens consorts, the archetypes, the sprites, the ladies, the tricksters, and the journey. So it's very much, I feel, like the journey of the tarot, where you go on this journey to enlightenment, and you start as the fall and you end in the world and the judgment. So these oracle cards are very much a journey, and sometimes we have the queens that come up for a reason. The queens come into our reading. They're very powerful and they're very important messages. Sometimes they can be really nice, and sometimes they're just a wake-up call for us to empower ourselves as a woman. Now this reading, funnily enough, I think nearly all women have come up, so our feminine side needs to be much more balanced, I would say. So when we look at the card of number 2, we definitely see a lot of red. So red can mean love, it can mean danger, it can mean anger, it can mean frustration. So if you look upon the words, the Queen of Bedlam, what does it actually mean? It means that, you know, the humdrum things of your life is becoming a little bit too much, and you're getting worn out and tired with the humdrum things of life. Might be just doing the lunchbox for your child, or hoovering again, washing again, cooking again. It just seems as if everything's getting too much. So your energy levels are dipping, and you're going into the a need to really recharge your batteries, as in do some meditation, do a journal where you write down things that you appreciate, things that you're happy, go into nature, go and, you know, if there's a nice little piece of wood or a little bit of bark from a tree, pick up that tree, take it home, look after it, use it, make it as a wand, or do something creative. But, you know, we all have to do things that, you know, is part of our lives. And sometimes when you feel a bit sorry for yourself and things are, you know, getting you down, or, you know, things become a bit too much, the Queen of Bedlam appears. So she's basically saying to you, look, I'm here for you. If you want me to help you, just call upon me. I'm there. You know, you can see, like the Queen of Bedlam, she's around you and she's trying to sort of, in a sense, touch you or prod you and say, look, I'm here. Things are not as bad as you think they are. You know, being human, there is waves of emotion, waves where sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you feel tired, sometimes you feel energetic. So when this card appears, know that in the Fae realm, the Queen of Bedlam is here, and she knows how you feel, because she's come into your reading. She's looking at you and saying, look, I know how you feel. Things are not as bad as that you think that they are. I'm here for you. I'm here to give you the strength, the purpose, in order to get through the day, get through the week, get through the year. All you need to do is call upon me, because, you know, she is already there. Because if you didn't feel that way, then this card would not have appeared. So whenever you're seeing this reading, you're seeing it for a reason, because the Queen of Bedlam is giving you a message. She's saying to you that things are not as bad as you think they are. Now when it's teamed up with the loom of the Faeries Oracle by Froud, we look upon this card is a lovely fae, and she's got these most beautiful wings, and she's looking away, and she's looking quite pleased with herself. So when this card appears, it really means that, sometimes is there someone worse off than yourself? Do you have an elderly neighbour, or do you have someone who's having emotional or financial problems? Sometimes this card is a card of charity. It's a card of giving some love to someone. Thinking about someone else can be a mother, a sister, a brother, a friend, an elderly neighbour, doing some form of charity. Because I do believe that fae are very intuitive of knowing if you're a good person or a bad person. And sometimes I can do a reading with these cards, and they do tell me whether a person is kind or is unkind, or has, in a sense, when you have an overdraft in the bank. Sometimes you have an overdraft of karma. You're taking too much, but you're not giving love or giving money or giving time to someone who needs it. So this card appears to know that appreciate what you have. Appreciate your health, your wealth, your well-being, the food, the shelter, a job, a child. Appreciate the things that you have in life. Don't take anything for granted. But also there is a need to think of others who are less fortunate than yourself. Charity is a great thing for your karma. It really does come back to you magnified with luck, with love, with happiness. So think about that, because again, Lorm has come up for a reason. She's come up to give us all a message. And I love to help my dear friends when they need me. I know from my intuition they need me, and I will go. And it makes you feel good that you've helped someone in your life. And we all have them. We all have lovely people in our life, and sometimes through ego they're scared to ask for help. But when this card appears, then you know who that person is, and quite possibly it's a woman. Okay, so the next two cards I've got together is the Queen of the Day, another queen, and the Green Woman. Aren't they so beautiful, the cards? Now the Queen of the Day again is another queen in the new deck I've got, which is the Heart of Faerie Oracle. Now I see a lot of purple here, just if I can pick it up, and you see how beautiful she is, and it looks like she's got something in her hand, and she's in her mind blowing it out. So is there something that you wish for? Is there something you'd wish for someone else? She has purple, so she's very intuitive. She's very spiritual. So the Queen of the Day is coming to say, what do you want? There's always a saying that you can have 3 wishes. So the Queen of the Day has appeared, and she's saying, what wish would you like? What wish? Put it out into the universe. What would you like granted? It, in a sense, is a blessing card, and she's come to give you some sort of blessing. She holds like a blessing in her hand, and she has such peace and serenity, and she comes to you in a state of happiness and balance and harmony. In a sense, if you've gone through some darkness in your life, you've gone through some worries, some anxieties, then the light is appearing into your life. I often say that when there's no light, all that's needed is to put on the light. So she appears to say that, there's beauty around you, and just appreciate the beauty and the grace of the day, and believe in the beauty. Believe that this card is definitely a blessing that's come into your life. She's very much a lady who's got a beauty around her. She really believes in the future, and this card is you. She's come into your reading to say, what would you like to do? What blessing would you like to be bestowed upon you? She comes here to say, I'm here to give you a message. I'm here to give a blessing to you. What would you want? You know, meditate upon the Queen of the Day and say, I would love a blessing. I really would love to be, I don't know, a painter, a nurse, an artist, an author, a poet, anything. What would you like? She's come to say that there is a little bit of good luck coming into your life. If you're wanting to get a loan, or you've wanted to get this job or a college course, sometimes this card appears to say there is a nice blessing, a nice bit of good luck coming your way, a real blessing. So the first card, number 4, the Queen of Day, is again the Heart of Fairy Oracle. So the second card, which is what she called the Green Woman, and she's number 23. Now, I draw this card quite often, and I really love her, because she is saying, she's looking directly at you, and she is pointing her tongue out at you, not in a rude way, in jest, and she's got her arms round this, I don't know, fae of some description, but she doesn't care what people think of her. So this card appears to say, don't worry about what other people think about you. You know, you are unique, you are special, you have your own journey ahead of you, your own challenges, your own ups and downs, but you are very, very unique, and you must be comfortable in your own skin. Don't try and be size 8 or size 10, or have long hair or short hair, blonde hair, brown hair. Happiness comes from a place which is within you, and sometimes you might think that this person makes you happy. He doesn't, or she doesn't. It comes from a place that's within you, your heart, your soul. So she's saying to you that there is a need to be yourself, accept yourself for what you are, and have some fun. Have some fun in your life. And I said in the previous 2 cards, this card is also that you're attracted to trees, and trees definitely do communicate with you. They communicate with you on a subconscious level, so they're communicating for you to go out into the forest and thank the tree for taking a leaf or a bark or a twig, and as I said previously, make something out of it. So be happy in your own skin, and don't try to be something that you're not. If I buy this necklace, I'm going to be happy. This is an egotistical way. This is not the way of us spiritual beings. Happiness is from within you, and the Green Woman is saying, I am what I am. I like myself as I am. I accept myself as I am. Okay, so the last 2 cards is the Maiden from the Heart of the Fairy, and the Singers of Intuition. Again, the Maiden is a beautiful, beautiful card, and sometimes, at some time in your life, she often appears to say to you, was there a time that when you were so happy in your life? These are one of the archetypes, and there are 13 archetypes in this deck, and they're really ancient energies of fae, and these are very much coming to you because it's part of a message given to you from the archetypes. And 22 is a very nice card, and it's really about endless possibilities for you. Thinking of a time when you were so happy, when you were first in love, and that energy and that enthusiasm for life. It's always been there. You always think someone else makes you happy, but they don't. Happiness comes from deep within you. So see if you can find that lovely glimpse, that happiness that is within you, because it's there all the time. And focus on that happiness. The happiness is so beautiful. It's definitely within you. Now the last card is definitely one of my best cards, and I get this quite often in my deck. And this is the Singer of Intuition. It's number 7 card in the Faeries Oracle by Froud, and text by Jessica Macbeth. Now the Song of the Singer of Intuition carries a lot of information to you. Sorry. It's definitely to do with the Akashic records. So this is a card very much of an oracle power that you have within you to tap into the Akashic records. And some of us use oracle cards, some of us use tarot cards, some of us use crystal balls, some of us use crystals, some of us are clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant. So there's all different types of getting messages. So when this card appears, it's definitely a card of intuition. It's a card of, you have so much information within you, so there is a need to quieten your mind, to go within, and to definitely do some meditation. It's a card of evolution. It's definitely a card of learning to be still and listening to your inner being, your inner song. Practice that stillness within you, and perhaps you've already heard the messages, perhaps you already get these messages, but this is a very, very powerful card, teamed in with the happiness from the past. It's already there. Go within, find this happiness that is within you, and this Akashic records is there for you to draw on. You know the future. We all know it if we want to tap into it. And the fae are very, very powerful. And they give you these messages from the whispers. You might be out in nature and you'll see a certain bird, or you'll see the flutter of the trees, or a feather falling down. There's so many messages around you that are subliminally giving you messages. So in order to tap into this Akashic record that we all have, it starts with finding that inner peace, that inner place, that beautiful river within us that flows deep within our psyche, and to find that stillness, that harmony, that inner peace. It's there already, dear one. So when this card appears, you have the Akashic records within you. Don't think that anyone else is better than you. They're just further down the journey of their lives. Some people are still not learned and they're at the beginning of their life. Some of us, it takes us many years to be able to tap into the intuition and the guidance that we already have. As I say, I've seen fairies and I've seen angels. And when I see them, I know they exist. I've seen them myself. And quite often they can appear when you're going through rough times in your life. And this, the Faeries Oracle by Froud. I have many dreams about some of the characters, and I've actually seen them in my dreams. So they do actually exist. They are there. And all you need to do is still your mind, do some meditation. And you know, these cards are so beautiful. I could just go on for hours and hours. I really hope you like this message from the Fae this week ahead of us. Remember to give something to someone who's needy, who needs you. Pick up the phone, send a little parcel or a card, or mow their lawn. And you know, just if you're going through a rough time in your life, know that the Queen of Bedlam is there. Just call upon her. Just call upon her. And meditation has a profound effect on you, dear one. Still your mind. Find your inner peace, your inner calm. I do hope you enjoyed my reading. Namaste. Have a blessed, blessed week, dear one. Thanks for watching. and I'll be doing my reading next week too. Namaste, Karen.